They thought they were unlocking the secrets of the human mind. What they found was something far more disturbing. In the late 1940s, Soviet researchers supposedly conducted an experiment so twisted, so psychologically scarring, that for decades it was buried beneath layers of denial, secrecy, and horror. This is the terrifying truth about the Russian sleep experiment. Imagine this. 5 political prisoners promise freedom in exchange for participating in a scientific study. The goal? To test a revolutionary gas-based stimulant that would keep them awake for 30 consecutive days. Sleep was the enemy. And the Soviet Union believed that in sleeplessness, they would find truth. The subjects were sealed inside a chamber. No windows, only microphones, one-way mirrors, and a constant stream of the gas. For the first few days, everything seemed normal. The men spoke calmly, sharing stories, whispering secrets to pass the time. But slowly, the darkness crept in. By day 5, their behavior changed. Paranoia, whispers, suspicion. The conversations turned darker. They stopped talking to each other and started talking to the walls. On day 9, the screaming began. One of the subjects screamed so violently and for so long that he tore his vocal cords. Then came the silence. Not peace, not rest, but a haunting, heavy, dead silence. The men no longer responded to the researchers' attempts to communicate. They no longer begged for freedom. They no longer even seemed human. When the chamber was finally opened on day 15, the scene was beyond comprehension. One subject was dead. The others had mutilated themselves. Chunks of flesh were torn from their bodies, not in acts of desperation, but ritual, as if they were experimenting on themselves. Their eyes were wide, their bodies gaunt, their minds shattered. And yet, through shredded skin and blood-caked lips, they pleaded, "Don't turn off the gas." When asked why they harmed themselves, why they refused to sleep, one subject, with a grin that seemed far too wide, whispered, "We no longer need sleep. We are what you hid from in the dark." Chilling, right? Now here's the terrifying twist. No one knows for sure if this experiment actually happened. Some say it's a creepypasta, an urban legend twisted into internet folklore. But what if that's exactly what they want you to believe? The Soviet Union was infamous for covering up disturbing scientific experiments. From mind control programs to sleep deprivation interrogations, there were secret tests conducted on prisoners. Some were documented, most were destroyed. What if the Russian sleep experiment is just a cracked mirror reflecting a sliver of truth? Even modern sleep science backs up the dangers of extreme deprivation. Hallucinations begin around day 3. By day 7, the brain struggles to separate reality from dreams. By day 10, the body starts shutting down. But what if, and this is the horrifying thought, what if the mind doesn't shut down? What if, instead of dying, something else wakes up? Some theorists believe the gas in the story wasn't just a stimulant, but a psychoactive compound, possibly developed from Nazi research during World War II. A substance designed not just to eliminate sleep, but to break the barrier between consciousness and madness. And if that's the case, those men in the chamber didn't just go insane, they evolved into something else. You're probably thinking, why would anyone do this? But ask yourself, how many times has humanity gone too far in the name of science? The truth is, some governments are willing to sacrifice anything for control, even the human soul. So maybe the Russian sleep experiment never officially happened, but something like it very well could have. And if it did, that secret is buried somewhere behind cold iron doors and redacted files. locked away not to protect us, but to contain them. You've been warned. If you found this chilling, you're not alone. Subscribe to The Missing Link for more disturbing tales, unsolved mysteries, and forbidden truths the world isn't ready to face. And remember, some nightmares don't end when you wake up. Some begin.